Type 4 Age Problems. 2 years ago, Mr. Rajesh was 3 times the square of his son's age. In 3 years' time, he will be 4 times his son's age. Find his son's age. Now, when will his age be 1/3 of Mr. Rajesh's age? Now, for this we are given that the son's age, we can let it be as x. Now, 2 years ago, son's age was x minus 2, and we are told Rajesh's age is 3 times the square of his son's age. So, it will be 3 into x minus 2 the whole square. Now, 3 years later, son's age will be x plus 3 and Rajesh's age will be 4 times the son's age, that is 4 into x plus 3. Now, we can frame the equation as Mr. Rajesh's age 2 years ago plus 5 is equal to his age 3 years later. So, we write his age 2 years ago as 3 into x minus 2 the whole square plus 5 is equal to 4 into x plus 3. Now, we simplify the left side as 3 into x square minus 4x plus 4 bracket close plus 5 is equal to 4x plus 12. Now, multiply all the terms by 3. We have 3x square minus 12x plus 12 plus 5 is equal to 4x plus 12. Now, we have 12 on both the side, cancel. We are left with 3x square minus 16x plus 5 is equal to 0. Now, we want two numbers whose product is 15 and sum is minus 16. So, the numbers will be minus 15 minus 1. We write the equation as 3x square minus 15x minus x plus 5 is equal to 0. From the first two terms, 3x common, we have x minus 5. From the last two terms, minus 1 common, we are left with x minus 5, which is equal to 0. That is 3x minus 1 into x minus 5 is equal to 0. So, either 3x minus 1 is 0, that is x is equal to 1 upon 3, or x minus 5 is 0. So, x is equal to 5. Now, x cannot be equal to 1 upon 3. Why cannot be equal to? In doing so, the age 2 years before would be negative, which is not possible. So, x is equal to 5. That is, the son's present age is 5 years. Now, Mr. Rajesh's present age we need to find out. What is his age 3 years later? It's 4 into x plus 3, that is 4 into, in place of x substitute 5 plus 3. So, 4 into 8, that's 32. But that is his age 3 years later. So, his present age is 32 minus 3, that's 29. Now, the second part in this question is, when will the son's age be 1/3 of Rajesh's age? Let this happen after y years. Now, son's age after y years will be 5 plus y. Rajesh's age after y years will be 29 plus y. Now, according to the condition we have, 5 plus y is equal to 1 upon 3, 29 plus y. Now, cross multiply, we get 15 plus 3y is equal to 29 plus y. Now, transfer y to the other side. We have 2y is equal to 29 minus 15, that's 14. So, y is equal to 14 upon 2, that's 7. So, son's age will be 1/3 of Rajesh's age after 7 years. Let's verify the answer. Now after 7 years, what will the son's age be? 5 plus 7, that's 12 years. And Rajesh's age will be 29 plus 7, that's 36 years. So we are getting son's age as 1/3 of Rajesh's age. So we have got the right answer. Now to the next type, miscellaneous problems. Rupees 9,000 were divided equally among a certain number of boys. Had there been 20 more boys, each would have got rupees 160 less. Find the original number of boys. Now let the original number of boys be x. Increased number of boys is x plus 20. Now each boy originally would have got 9,000 upon x, but now he will get 9,000 upon x plus 20. And it's given that it is 160 rupees less. So the equation can be framed as 9,000 upon x minus 9,000 upon x plus 20 is equal to 160. Now take the LCM as x into x plus 20. We get 9,000 x plus 20 minus 9,000 x upon x into x plus 20 is equal to 160. Now simplify the left side as 9,000 x plus 9,000 into 20 would give us 1,80,000 minus 9,000 x is equal to 160 into x plus 20. Now 9,000 x minus 9,000 x cancels. So on the left we are left with 1,80,000. On the right we have 160x square plus 3,200x. Now take everything on one side. We get 160x square plus 3,200x minus 1,80,000 is equal to 0. Now we divide this equation throughout by 160. We get x square plus 20x minus. Now divide 1,80,000 by 160. We have 1125. So this is equal to 0. Now we have got the quadratic equation. We want two numbers whose product is minus 1125 and the sum is plus 20. So the numbers will be plus 45 and minus 25. So the equation becomes x square plus 45x minus 25x minus 1125 is equal to 0. Now from the first two terms, x common, we have x plus 45. From the last two terms, minus 25 common, we have x plus 45 equal to 0. We write this as x minus 25 into x plus 45 is equal to 0. That is, x minus 25 is 0 or x plus 45 is 0. We get x is equal to 25 or x is equal to minus 45. But x cannot be negative, so x is equal to 25. That is, the original number of boys were 25. we have the next problem as X articles cost rupees 3x plus 20 and X plus 4 similar articles cost rupees 5x minus 4. Find X. Now we are given the cost of X articles as 3x plus 20. So the cost of one article is 3x plus 20 upon X. Also given that X plus 4 articles cost rupees 5x minus 4. So the cost of one article will be rupees 5x minus 4 upon X plus 4. Now they are similar type, so obviously their cost is going to be the same. So we can equate them as 3x plus 20 upon x is equal to 5x minus 4 upon x plus 4. Cross multiply, we get 3x plus 20 into x plus 4 is equal to x into 5x minus 4. Open the brackets. 3x square plus 12x plus 20x plus 80 is equal to 5x square minus 4x. Now take 5x square to the other side, we get minus 2x square. Now on the left we have 12x plus 20x, which gives 32x plus 4x. So 36x plus 80 is equal to 0. Now we divide this equation throughout by 2. We have x square minus 18x minus 40 equal to 0. At the same time, we are dividing by minus sign also. That is, we are dividing the equation by minus 2. Now we want two numbers whose product is minus 40 and sum is minus 18. So let the numbers be minus 20 plus 2. The equation becomes x square minus 20x plus 2x minus 40 is equal to 0. From the first two terms, x common, we have x minus 20. From the last two terms, plus 2 common, we have x minus 20 equal to 0. So x plus 2 into x minus 20 is equal to 0. That is, x plus 2 is 0 or x minus 20 is 0. So x is minus 2 or x is 20. But x equal to minus 2 not possible because cost cannot be negative. So x is equal to 20. To the next problem, an angry Arjun carried some arrows for fighting with Bhishma. With half the arrows, he cut down the arrows thrown by Bhishma, and with 6 other arrows, he killed the chariot driver of Bhishma. With 1 arrow each, he knocked down respectively the chariot, flag, and the bow of Bhishma. Finally, with 1 more than 4 times the square root of the arrows, he laid Bhishma unconscious on the arrow bed. Find the total number of arrows Arjun had. Now here we are given, let the number of arrows Arjun had be x. Now with half the number of arrows, Arjun cut down the arrows of Bhishma, that is x by 2 arrows. Also given, with 6 more arrows, he killed the chariot driver. So number of arrows with which he killed the chariot driver equal to 6. Number of other arrows used are 3. Remaining arrows used are 4 times the square root of the arrows plus 1. Now, how many arrows he had? X. So, this is equal to 4 root x plus 1. Now, the sum of all this will give us the total number of arrows Arjun had, which is x. So, we write the equation as x by 2 plus 6 plus 3 plus 4 root x plus 1 is equal to x. Now, simplify x by 2 plus 10 plus 4 root x is equal to x. Now, take the LCM as 2. We get x plus 20 plus 8 root x is equal to 2x. Now, transfer 2x to the other side. We have x minus 8 root x minus 20 is equal to 0. Now, we want a quadratic equation, but we are having root x. We substitute that as y. That is, substitute root x is equal to y. So, x is equal to y square. So, the equation becomes y square minus 8y minus 20 is equal to 0. Now, we have the quadratic equation. We want two numbers whose product is minus 20 and sum is minus 8. So, let the numbers be minus 10 and plus 2. So, our equation becomes y square minus 10y plus 2y minus 20 equal to 0. From the first two terms y common, we have y into y minus 10. From the last two terms 2 common, we have 2 into y minus 10 equal to 0. That is, y minus 10 into y plus 2 is equal to 0. So, we have y minus 10 is 0 or y plus 2 is 0. That is, y is equal to 10 or y is equal to minus 2. But number of arrows cannot be negative. So, y is equal to 10. But y is equal to root x. So, we have root x is 10. So, x is equal to square of that, which is 100. So, number of arrows Arjun had is equal to 100.